Hello, beautiful Taurus. So welcome to my Tarot Nook. Thank you for joining me. Hoping all is well and good with you. So let's go ahead and check in and see what's going on with you for today's reading. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. All right. So what messages are here for Taurus? So we have dream talk. Okay, your subconscious is constantly and kind of in very subtle ways speaking out to you through your dreams. For those of you that are, this is kind of like a new experience or something that's kind of being like more like you're observing it more. Maybe kind of, have like a dream journal or a little book or just something where you can like jot down what's going on so you can kind of work on it in your waking life. Okay, but I feel like, this is a way for you to also realize that your soul is communicating with you in multiple layers and kind of, through signs, through synchronicity, symbols, messages. There's like a lot going on. So if you're like kind of, awakening, for some of you, you could be very well awakened and, this is nothing new. But for those of you that were, this is kind of starting to like pique your curiosity or you're starting to hyper focus on it, definitely you're being nudged by your higher self and the universe here. Something great might be coming your way, something that you need to focus on, something that you need to pay attention to. I don't know, something you need to go bid on or something, whatever, something good's coming through though. All right, and let's see where you are. Current soul journey, what message wants to jump out for you for affirmation? Relationships. Okay, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So you're saying basically goodbye to negative energy. You're walking away from negativity or how do I call it? People that are just kind of using you or taking advantage of you, for whatever the reason, And I feel like for some of you, you're awakening to that fact, but it's like it's always been there, but you're kind of like in a place right now where you're really focusing on your path, your direction, and you're attracting the people who serve your higher good because that's what you want, that's what you deserve. You're waking up to that, or you're at least acknowledging it. You're aligning yourself with that right now. Okay. Let's see what else is here for my beautiful Taurus. Okay. So, see, we have a soulmate. Somebody's going to be knocking on your door here. A soulmate connection might, a relationship you may be attracting. Honestly, what type for you may, there's a soulmate journey here for sure, but I feel like here your soul, your higher self, is also talking to you, and interestingly you're working with your higher good. So I feel like nothing but positivity here is coming your way, you guys. This is kind of good, but I feel like, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Like y'all, like I feel like you could be signing up for some type of class or some type of business. I don't know what's going on, you guys, but someone's coming your way. Okay, it could be past, it could be a past relationship. Okay, it could be something like, somebody that you turned away from. You want to go pursue your own life journey, or they turned away. Okay, something that you never thought you would expect yourself to go and do again. It could be anything, but it's such positive affirmations because we have dreams and we have relationships, such pretty color. And I feel like that's what's been on the mind. That's what your mind is awakening to, like, valuing the relationship, having your values for the relationship. All that is coming through. Okay, but somebody's coming your way. And we have love yourself first. So that's a message that's definitely for you, Taurus. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. All right. And I feel like your dignity here, your values, like we were talking about just seconds ago, that's probably what's going to be attracting the soulmate through. Because it's like you don't compromise. Well, you compromise, but you know what I mean? Like values are values for you. So you're not going to lose yourself to somebody else's values. All right. And we have heart-to-heart conversation. This is going to be happening very soon. I feel like Cupid's arrow is going to hit, or it's going to be fast. It's going to come through. Something's going to align. Okay, something's going to be aligning for you. Let's see what's going on. What else is going on? At least I should say. And you're worth waiting for. Okay, divine timing is definitely at work. I feel like, wow, truly the universe and your angels and guides are working with you here. Something's trying to push through, so focus, pay attention. You could, in your dream life, you could be connecting with this soulmate, so you're kind of like inviting them in. Okay, something wanted to pop out. So you could be inviting them, you could be doing some dream work yourself. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So we have a conflicted energy here. Shattered. Okay. Unspoken. Wow. Resentment. Hmm. Loss. Wow. So this is a story. That's interesting. I mean, I feel like we're dealing with an energy here that's kind of really lost without you right now. There could be some type of pain that you both have dealt with. We could be dealing with an energy that was a soulmate. All right. And I feel like whatever it is that you're manifesting in terms of your love life, your relationship, the person that you're caring about the most, I feel like that person may return with those kind of manifestations that you're putting out, or you are inviting somebody that is really going to literally kind of understand every aspect. They could have literally walked the same path as you have, but you know, unknown to one another. So like that could be something coming through. I feel like for a lot of you here, we're dealing with an energy though that is very stuck. They're very inconsistent. They don't know what they want. There's been some damage, heartbroken heart. You know, somebody's heart was broken here. I feel like somebody perhaps shattered you, or, you know, disappointed you, shattered your heart, hurt you very deeply here. There's a lot of unspoken words and regrets. I feel like this somebody that's really conflicted here. They're regretting a lot, and I feel like you also have some regrets, but disappointment is coming through. Something kind of went beyond recovery. Okay, so something here, we're dealing with an energy, we're dealing with a soul connection that has kind of walked a journey here where there's a lot of pain experienced. Okay, whether it's inflicted towards one another or whether, you know, separately. But I feel like somebody here is very, very angry still, or there's some kind of harboring, like resentment, anger. I don't know if it's an anger. It just feels like somebody has something to say and they want to say it, and it's going to be cutting, is how I'm getting it. You know, it's like communicating something. So, but there's just kind of like that release that needs to happen. Okay, like the words need to be said, the thoughts need to be spoken out. Okay, there's like unspoken things, and it's just hard. It's just, I don't want to say angry in a negative way, but it kind of, the situation puts like the nerves on a boiling point level, like, you know. So it just kind of comes across as though somebody here is just kind of going through grief of separation. All right, let's see what else is here for you. All right, so Taurus, I'm reading this specifically for you. So it's going to be what's going on with you, what's around you, and what's ahead of you. Whatever comes out, comes out. If it's repeat energies, we'll talk about them. If it's new, different, whatever the cards, I'll go one by one, okay, for you. Oh, geez. Lots of things in the upside. Yeah, a lot of reversals here, you guys. So things are kind of in the upside down right now. So basically there's there's a lot of kind of expansion happening. Okay, but it's not being noticed, it's not being observed, it's not being felt completely yet. But there's a distancing or some separation here that's kind of honestly opening up room for what needs to become known. Okay, I feel like with the Seven of Coins in the reverse, you know, this is a Taurus card, by the way. This is your, you know, your energy showing up here. But I feel like there's somebody here that's just, again, with resentment or even the anger. It's just that I feel like somebody wants to have their way towards something. Or perhaps somebody here is just kind of like in a bad place. Okay, so it's kind of like somebody wanted something their way and it didn't happen that way, and then somebody wanted me time, and then they just kind of like, there was a lot of frustration. All right, so like there's a lot, like a lot of frustration, like just no, nothing is long term, nothing's ever consistent. Okay, so it just feels like somebody here was in a very conflicted place, and it feels like efforts or time spent feels like it was wasted. It's like you wasted your time on somebody or something here, and unfortunately, you know, there was no value coming out of it for you, or just you ended up getting hurt. You were the person that got hurt here. Okay, so with the Nine of Swords, I mean, this is a Gemini energy. This is for you. This is your line, I guess, if you want to call it right now. row. But your current situation, there's a lot of anxiety and worry. There's a lot of uncertainties. Clarity is really coming through here. Like, it's important to have clarity. I feel like somebody here, I mean, you could have a child with this person. Oh my goodness, these cats. What are you doing back there? All right, so sorry about that, guys. I definitely could not have paused for that. Um, I feel like, some of you could have a child with this person, or like a child involved, or just something here where there's separation. There's some type of a separation from somebody that is near and dear to the heart. And I feel like on your mind, there's been a lot here that you have, gone through. You're feeling trapped. There's some type of grief. Okay, it's coming up again. So I feel like, yeah. So you're dealing with a loss here. All right, some hardship, some loss, and I feel like the other energy, or the energy involved, or the other person, like the connection just became in a bad place. So I'm not really, I mean some type of a loss was experienced for you. So with the Page of Wands, how things are making you feel right now, I feel like, for a lot of you overall, this is a Leo energy. I feel like, you're in a place where you're going to be getting some kind of good news. Honestly, some truths are going to be revealed. Things are going to be known to you. Pay attention to your dreams, beautiful Taurus. There's great, great stuff happening here. Like, I felt it in the very beginning, so it just feels like somebody's coming out of a hard place into a soft or a good place, I guess, if you will, or hardship or struggle. And it just feels like the desire and the will for positivity is brewing. Okay, so whatever needs to be fixed will get fixed. Whatever needs to heal will heal. Whatever needs to be resolved will be resolved. I feel like for a lot of you here, you're gonna get some type of good news. Okay, especially for those of you, if because of anxiety due to like worries or deception or just even depression, whatever it is, something's gonna come through very passionately for you. All right, you're gonna get answers. And I feel like somebody wants to, kind of really, like, the whole keep an open mind thing. So I feel like this energy, or this communication, it's going to be like, let's take a chance and see where something happens. Okay, so I don't know if it's somebody new that's gonna be like, take a chance on me, or your past is coming back into the picture. Take a chance and can we start again? Because I feel like here with all these cards around here, there's just a lot of not just loss and grief, but like, or heartbreak, but more, like disappointment. Something was damaged. The relationship was really kind of could not go to be repaired, and now it can. It's gonna get there. Like, there's a repair. All right. Whether it's you with this again energy, or whether it's you, like, you will be repaired. You will be repaired. Okay. The Four of Swords in the reverse for you here. Yeah, I feel like you're on the road to recovery. Yep. Wherever there was a stagnation, stalemate in anything, you're going to get clarity. You're going to have some type of finality here. Something is going to come through. I feel like a lot of you, you're in a place where you've been burnt out for too long, all right? And you've just kind of, you haven't had the time to kind of take a pause, look inward, fix something, heal something, look at something, but you're on the road to recovery here, all right? I feel like for a lot of you, you feel like depleted or kind of like set back, whether I feel like, again, with health or something like that. So, whatever loss you're experiencing, you're bouncing back from it. It's going to be a bounce back, okay? Because look, you have to love yourself first. All right. So if you're being hard on yourself, again, I feel like it's really important to just say, hey, please, be compassionate towards yourself, because even the toughest times, I know I say this, and people that know me in real life are going to be like, what? Because I mean, I got my days too, but like, even in the toughest times, like, the fact that you're like here and present, or the next day, that's heroic. That's saying, hey, I'm facing it again. Okay, today's a new day. So I feel like you're really rebranding that attitude. It's coming back, or somebody's gonna enter your life, and things are gonna get better. It's not about you needing somebody else in your life, but somebody will be coming back into your life that's gonna make things better. They're gonna walk the journey with you. Okay, so that's that. What's around you? Yeah, the Chariot. Somebody's coming towards you, you guys. Fast and quick, decisive action, decisive direction. I feel like somebody wants to overcome a challenge. They want to fix something. They want to kind of reconnect. And I feel like, it's again, the confliction here is coming through from, worried, like, about, like, what obstacles might be in the way. Like, so if anybody's hesitating, or if there's any concerns, it's basically more like somebody's kind of trying to analyze everything, making sure, you know, stuff that's going to be done is going to be done in a good way, or in the right way, the way that's going to make things better in life. Okay. And I feel like, wow, this is somebody that is really working hard to achieve this. I feel like they're very interested. Somebody sees you as like a warrior. I feel like really somebody here, I feel like they just need to get anxiety issues under control. Okay. So maybe you're dealing with anxiety. They're also dealing with, so those things, you know, so, you know, as soon as these things are kind of balanced or under control, or kind of like addressed, you know, everything else is going to be very clear and very decisive, very focused, very, you know, like synergistic. Okay. So the King of Cups here in the reverse, um, you know, currently I feel like they're feeling like things, like almost as though things are just, I feel like they think you're unreliable. You think that they're unreliable. I feel like, you know, they're not feeling like, you know, like they're the king that they can be when it comes. I feel like they feel let down, but that they also realize that they could have let you down as well. So there's like regrets again showing up a little bit. But there's again confliction. Unable to decide completely what the right step is to take. All right, trying to, you know, think through with a clear mind so decisive action can be taken here. I feel like this is somebody that could have been, you know, either toxic or kind of in low spirits in their connection with you at some point. So I feel like they have a lot of regrets. There's a lot of regrets. And I feel like if they could have done something differently, they would. And it feels like that's kind of why they're charging your way here. Or I feel like this is somebody, you know, no matter what, I feel like it's important for them that you understand that they care. Okay, that their emotions are there, but they could have had like a hard life, or they could have had struggles. They could have been emotionally, you know, abused, you know, by previous partners or something. Or right now there could be some of that being, you know, projected or happening. Okay, so there's a, because like there's two kings here and both of them in the reverse, and this is representing the energies that are around you. And I feel like the biggest thing that's in the way here is, again, it just feels like somebody took advantage of their power, you know, became too controlling, could have been physically, verbally, emotionally, mentally abusive to some degree, or they could have just been dealing with their own mental health problems or something like very distressing going on, and it just, you know, stuff did not materialize. And I feel like that has been the blockage for them. Okay, it's kind of like they're great at what they do. They're, for example, great people, the best people, the sweetest people, the nicest people, but then there's the other side that's really the, you know, kind of obstacles. The obstacles come, they, you know, they're unable to kind of be consistent when it comes to love. They're conflicted when it comes to relationships or even taking action. All right, so there's a little bit of kind of uncertainty when that kind of comes through. Okay, and I feel it's almost like this is somebody that's very good, you know, again, successful, great at things, but when it comes to, and you know, relationships and intimacy, there's something about perhaps how they were brought up or the things that they have been exposed to. They're not, the balance is not as much as they would like for it to be. All right, so what's ahead now moving forward for you? Four of Cups coming in the reverse. We have double Cancer. There's some things here that, you know, you may not have paid attention to again or known. Suddenly you're going to have some awareness about them. But I feel like somebody here feels like they missed their chance with you, and they're really wanting to kind of rebrand that, but there's no current plan or idea of how to do it. Like, again, it's like something is just kind of waiting for anxiety, something to calm down, something to change, something to improve. All right. I feel like essentially with the Four of Cups, though, you know, you're looking at an energy here that looks at things for what they are, but also sometimes, as much as they should be thinking about like a way or a plan, or just kind of have like a standard, the standard sometimes, well, not standard like they don't have standards, but like, I don't know how to explain this, but it just feels like they have the potential to be different, but I feel like they kind of reserve that, like they don't necessarily apply it as much as they can. And I feel like with the card showing up in the reverse, my chair keeps like slowly like going down and down while I'm sitting here. But it just feels like this is a past person. Yeah, I feel like they've been very possessive in the past. There's somebody that's been very possessive. They need to get their behavior in check and order, because the first order of business is you coming towards you and dashing towards you. But they weren't able to keep things stable, I guess. in the relationship in the past. There was a lot of problems going on for them in general. The Fool, what to expect moving forward in general. It's in the reverse. I feel like for a lot of you here, you know, you're in a place where you kind of feel very kind of like turned off. I don't know if that even makes sense. I feel like for a lot of you, you've just been around such unpredictable behavior. It's kind of like, again, you're guarding yourself, you're holding back, you're kind of telling yourself the things you want different and this, but you're manifesting is the point. And I feel like there's going to be a potential for something new to start, but it's going to be still be shaky. It's not going to necessarily start and take off like perfection. But I feel like some of you are, I don't know why, but maybe I'm wrong, but you're like losing hope, or like you're feeling like not hopeless, but like you're losing hope, like this is kind of not salvageable, or this is somebody that's never going to wake up, or just somebody that's never going to grow up, something like that. Like you're like is this worth it? With the Page of Wands, is this worth it? And so I feel like this is somebody though that's going to come through. It's going to be a little kind of shaky in the beginning because well, if you believe in these things truly, as things are being manifested, you're kind of going to be, things are going to be woven, okay? So things need to be taken out that are not working, and things are going to be taken in, but things are going to improve. It just feels like it's going to feel shaky though, still at first. The Six of Swords in the reverse, advice, okay? So Aquarius energy, showing in, healing is on the horizon here. But emotional baggage, we need to let go of emotional baggage. We need to let go of things that are not going to be suitable. So thoughts, ideas, feelings that are hurtful, or like not necessarily impact, like they don't necessarily produce positivity. We're going to separate ourselves from that, okay? I feel like you're dealing with an energy now that you're kind of trying to stand on your own feet. And I feel like somebody that can't help themselves. They absolutely desire you. They want you back. They want you in the picture. And the more you kind of separate yourself, the more they find that kind of very kind of, not because you're playing hard to get, but it's you're waking their senses up, okay? But it's just in the reverse right now because again, it's still kind of scattered. It hasn't flourished, you know. It's like we're working to get there. We're working to get there. All right. But some of you here, I feel like there's just been nothing but drama and like player energy, and an energy that has been very inconsistent and fickle. So some of you are really trying hard to move on still. So that's kind of what I'm getting for you, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, thank you for your time. Let's see what else is showing up here. All right, so somebody's addicted to you here. I feel like family problems may have played a role. Okay, somebody wants the other person to wait, but somebody's in pain. Here we go. Somebody's in pain. I feel like you could be going through a lot of pain here. I told you they want a fresh start, okay? But it just needs to be worked out. We have so many choices and options, okay? I still don't have all the answers. Somebody wants answers, and I lie awake thinking about our future. We also have, I left because you told me to. So, okay. So maybe somebody you asked to leave is coming back here, Taurus. So let's see, one final self-love, self-healing message for you. We have safety for you, Taurus. Okay, so in the hurricane of life, a strong foundation will keep you safe. If you want to type safety in the comments, let me know you stayed with me. That'll be cool. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're new, y'all. And thank you so much. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.